Hi, Dave here from Candid, and I wanted to show you three of the most popular ways to get a new buyer into Candid. This is a question we get a lot, and we have some good documentation on it, but seeing in real life is always more compelling than reading, so I'm going to make a quick video. The three primary ways that a buyer is going to experience your catalog for the first time is via either a personal link, a catalog invite, or a customer application form. So let's start with the personal link. In this scenario, you've created the customer, you've either imported them or you've created them directly in the customers area of Candid. And we'll go and we'll find them here. It's going to be this one right here. And if they're not already in Candid, they will have an onboarding link here. If you're using Candid Embedded, this will be an embedded onboarding link. The difference being this will take them to your site where you have Candid embedded versus the onboarding link that will take them to the standalone Candid catalog page. So I'm going to copy this link and I'm going to pop into a private browser to pretend I'm a different person entirely who just received this in the mail or what have you. And I'm going to visit it. And what it's going to say is loading data. We're going to see a catalog here with the catalog settings that you have based on the catalog that you're expecting them to see. This can change depending on who you want. And they can either click on Get Started, or if they want to look at a product first and say, ooh, I really like this one, I want to start an order, they'll click those buttons. At that point, they will get a custom message with their company name already entered, asking them to simply enter their user information, go through and create an account. I can do this right now just to be thorough. They'll click register and there they'll be in the catalog, ready to start an order. The second way to do this is through a generic catalog invite. And this is nice because you can add this in a group email, you can post it on your website. In this case, you can send the same link out to as many different people as you want, and they'll just have a little bit more information to enter when they get there. So the best way to do this, if you go to this little bug menu down here, you'll see Share Catalog. And if you have multiple catalogs set up, in this case, we got a lot of different options. You won't necessarily see this many choices, but in this case, this test account has a rep company. So I'm going to say I want this to be a Sugar Baker and Associates link to see the really limited catalog. You'll copy the catalog URL. And then again, I will go into an incognito browser to pretend I'm a brand new user. And this will be very similar to what we just saw, where you'll get the catalog. And again, this may be a different catalog. Yeah, this is our really limited catalog because that's the one we chose to share. And this has a bunch of options set. So for instance, it's a really limited catalog with prices hidden. And when they go to start an order here, it will simply say Handwoven Industries, that's the inviting company, has invited you to order. Because we don't know who the you is in this case, we leave that blank, but it's essentially the same process. I think we'll go through this here. And you'll see there's just a little more information we need to get because in this situation, we don't know what the company is. So in addition to creating the user, we also have to create the company. I'm going to add the organization manually, call it Dave Tester 41213B. They'll add the organization. Wait for the catalog to load, and they're in. In this case, this catalog does not have very verbose ordering notes, and they can get started right away as well. So the third situation, customer application, again, very similar process to what we just did. However, in this scenario, we will have gone into customers and application. And here we have the customer application form, which is totally optional, but if you choose to fill this out and enforce it, what it does is it acts as a questionnaire so that you can have first-time buyers fill out certain information. If you need them to upload a license, agree to terms and conditions, whatever, you can build this form however you want. We've got a couple that are pretty basic. You can add a company description, years in business, reseller number. There's even an uploader form here. And additionally, you can create your own. So if you want to make a new text box, checkbox, uploader, you can call them whatever you want. And this form becomes yours. So I am going to toggle this on. I'm going to go into my catalog manager, and I'm going to make sure that the catalog I want to share also has that turned on. Let's do the Canadian catalog. So I'm going to click on Canadian catalog, advanced, show products or unshared links prior to approving a customer application. No. Show prices prior to approving customer's application. No, let's hide the prices too. And so now when I go through, and I'll just be no rep company, I will share the Canadian catalog, copy this URL. Once again, going into an incognito browser to be a brand new user. And what's different here is that instead of seeing the catalog, you're going to see this thing that kind of stops you right there and says, this is available only to approved customers. Click here to get started. I'm going to go ahead and click on that and do something very similar to what we've done a few times now. Same as before, we're going to call this one Dave Tester C. And now, instead of taking me straight through, what I'm going to see here is the reseller application, or whatever you want to call it. This one's called HWI reseller application, that I need to fill out before I can get in there. So I'm just going to do this, upload a nice beach scene, favorite Muppet, Orson Welles. I will upload another beach scene, read the thing I got to read. Hello, say I have read this policy right here, and I'm going to submit it. And so now my request is sent. And so until the seller approves this, if I go into manage application, it's going to show me what I put here. If for any reason I need to make changes, like actually my favorite Muppet is Phoebe. I don't know if there is a Muppet named Phoebe, but I'm going to say that there is. Now, when I go back to my Seller Central, I have received an email about this because I'm set up to receive these notifications saying that this person from this company has requested access to my catalog. I can click here to review the application, or I can do it directly in the app. If I go to my customers area, I will see an alert over here that Dave Tester has requested access to my collection. Now I can review the application, take a look at that nice beach photo, take a look at that other one, looks good. I can see that everything here looks good. And if I want to grant them access, I click grant access, request was sent. This customer will now have received a separate email saying that they now have access to the catalog. And when they click on that link again or refresh it, there they'll be with full access to the catalog, and they can proceed to place an order as usual. So I hope that was helpful. Just to recap, these are the three main ways to get your buyers into Candid for the first time. You can set them up yourself and send them a personalized link. You can send a catalog invite to pretty much anyone you want, individually or en masse. And you can do the same thing, but ask them to fill out a customer application form. Thanks.